There has been a flurry of activity here at the Capitol. The Senate passed a bill that has funding for SEPTA, but given what we're hearing from Democrats, that will likely stall going over to the House. So that SEPTA deadline still looms unless there is a deal quickly.
I think we have to continue to be at the table, continue to have dialogue, and to figure out where compromise is in the middle.
Pennsylvania's lieutenant governor coming out of the Senate chamber after presiding over a session that got bills across the finish line, but still leaves SEPTA's future and the future of a state budget up in the air. Both chambers have passed bills in the past 2 days that the other one has said is a no-go. How does this get you any closer?
Well, listen, I think we're at a really distant point right now.
Republican State Senator Scott Martin says the transit bill senators passed that uses money from a state fund for SEPTA for 2 years triggers some accountability.
Now we know that after 2 years, they have to come back to us. And if they've engaged in the reforms, many of which we don't see happening in our other systems across the state, that we're willing to have the conversation with further money.
But Senator Vincent Hughes, a Democrat, called the measure unserious.
So you get 2 years of additional state support, and the translation to that on the other side is you get mandated fare increases in perpetuity, forever.
It's divided government here. Republicans control the Senate, Democrats control the House. Getting a deal this time has been difficult. Hughes suggesting senators take the bill the House passed.
And move that, and let's get done with
They don't want to do that. Your Republican colleagues don't want to do that. Is there something workable about this idea?
This idea is not workable.
I spoke one-on-one to Senate Majority Leader Joe Pittman. Can you all come together and actually agree on something?
We've come together before, and I'm confident we can come together again.
But you haven't, and now we're 6 weeks late.
Well, it takes time to reconcile differences sometimes, and that's what we're working through right now.
How does this transit bill, how does this budget get you any closer?
Well, Leader Bradford made it clear that we needed to demonstrate what we had 26 votes for.
He did say that.
We've demonstrated that. So now I believe the ball is in his court and the governor's court.
When do you talk again to them?
To be determined.
The House Democratic leader says that transit bill that passed the Senate won't pass the House. Neither the House nor the Senate is scheduled to be in session here tomorrow. In Harrisburg, I'm Lauren Mayk, NBC 10 News.